What's up guys, here I'm here bringing you AOR Season 12 highlights here at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and after a pretty hectic and mad race, Australia getting a pretty respectable 4th place, but honestly, here at Bahrain, I've seemed to have gone well around here in the past, be looking to maybe get a podium or even a win. So Bahrain, as you can see here, it's a very challenging circuit on the games. Its main characteristic, or gripe should I say, for all league races is the curbs. They are so unforgiving. People who try to tap the racetrack, people who make mistakes and run wide, get punished. They can spit the car. There's a lot of stress on the car as well. High tyre wear, high track temperatures. Being in a desert, normally it's clear, and obviously a lot of stress on the drivers as well, being very challenging on the curbs. So, yeah, let's see what we can do in qualifying. So finishing off our first run of the qualifying session, in a reasonable lap. Like I said at Melbourne, you get limited tyres in these qualifying sessions on F1 2016, so it is critical you sort of set a reasonable banker lap in. A 30.2, solid, you know, currently the fastest time in the session so far, but not a PB by any stretch of the imagination, but that's okay, you know. Like I said, it's critical to sort of set a good banker lap, and you're playing a very dangerous game if you start gunning it on the first lap, trying to get your personal best, trying to get the ultimate lap time, because obviously when you're on a limit, you run a very high risk of making mistakes, and if you mess up that first run and you have to sort of deliver on the last lap on the last set of tyres, the pressure's going to be on. So with 7 minutes to go, we're currently in P4 of 30.2 with Flying Finn on provisional pole, with Sayaru in 2nd place. But 30.2, it's solid, but if I finish the qualifying session of 30.2, I'll be a little bit disappointed in all honesty. In practice I was doing 29.8s, PB 29.6, but yeah, this and that, it's irrelevant to be honest. Practice times, AOR, it's a completely different story. You got the pressure, you got the sort of anxiety of sort of making mistakes, no driving, but you just, like I said, Melbourne, just got to blank it out and just simply gunning it and delivering. So we've got to set a reasonable banker lap in, but now the final run, you just got to push and hopefully you can make it stick. So start lap now, 2 minutes to go, we're currently in P4, let's see if we can improve. Turn 1, curb on the left hand side, brake as late as you dare, you can gain a lot of time with the braking there. First gear, short shift to 2nd gear, flip the car right hand side to open up turn 3. Pretty nice through there. The car was pretty solid all weekend, found a really good setup in terms of, you know, getting good traction out the corners. Turn 4, late on the brakes, after 100 meter boards, short shift into 3rd gear, 4th. The back end dancing about there, that could be critical. And we have lost, I can't even see that on my screen, but it is several hundredths, which could be crucial if we want to get pole position here. Neat and tidy under brake, and a little bit of first gear action there, getting that front end to find an apex. Now the dreaded downhill left-hander braking as the curb sticks out there, just trying to find an apex, avoiding the curb too much on the right-hand side especially. DRS wide open now, CR Rosberg getting nicely out the way there. So the middle sector's looking pretty handy, but these high-speed corners are very tricky. Especially with my setup, I was running a low downforce setup, 5.4 wings, but nevertheless finding a good apex there, full throttle, 170 miles an hour, heading towards the centre last corner. We are 3.5 tenths up on our time. We found an apex now, and this is just, everyone's been in this situation before. They're on an absolute stonker. We've got 1 corner to go, the heart was just pumping so hard, but the last corner now, can we find an apex? We can avoid that curve left hand side. We've got a slipstream from Ycoms, thank you very much, I'll be having that. DRS wide on, can we improve our 30.2? We do go quickest, a 29.808, and I was so hyped. And this may sound arrogant, I honestly thought it was game over. I thought that's my pole position, signed, sealed, delivered, cheers. But no, as you can see, the Flying Finn out of absolutely nowhere pips us. We had pole for 5 seconds, 5 seconds of glory, and he does a 29.7. Very fast in that first sector, a 10th quicker than us, and it is what it is. You know, I was gutted, but it's AOR. You don't if you don't deliver, then you get punished. Made that mistake in that first sector, a bit of oversteer, and yeah, we're in 2nd place provisionally. Let's see where we are on the grid. So after a very eventful qualifying session, our last gasp ever sees the Flying Finn on pole position by 200ths of a second. I am still salty to this day. I didn't get that. Now, I mean, fantastic job from him, delivered on the day, and looked like it's going to be a really close race between us two. Strees in third, the sister Red Bull behind. I think Dizzy Cupid did not make it. Well, he tried to make it, but his Xbox was playing up. So good opportunity for the championship contenders like self, you know, Finn, myself, and Limitless and Ciaru to sort of capitalise on that. Ciaru in 4th, Limitless in 6th, so qualifying a little bit low down, but the race pace was looking pretty mighty. So really need to capitalise on this front row start. Very close between the top 12, so quite thankful to be on the front row. Not as close as PS4, apparently it was half a second, but nevertheless looking like it's going to be a really close race. Let's go to the grid. CBR in P2, the light's about to go out now. We're currently in P2, sat alongside our championship leader. This is going to be a critical race for us and a big opportunity if we want to make our mark on this championship. We get a pretty equal start to Flying Finn. Finn immediately goes defensive, so he's very keen on that track position. We're going to try to go down the outside, but he outbrakes himself, and we just understeered his diffuser. We've got a tight line to turn to, but we should be able to maintain our second place. We've got a 1 causing a collision, but Strees on the right hand side. It's an absolute storming star, and he's now alongside us. We've got Slipstream from Flying Finn, so we may be able to fight back on the outside. But again, getting a lot of understeer, and Strees up into second place in the Red Bull. A great start from the Frenchman. And again, it's not a disaster. You know, luckily we got through it without any damage. Now still pretty confident. And I was able to sort of still challenge for the win. Only lost 1 position. Again, you know, it's just down to confidence really. Back in the day, maybe if you lose a position, I would have lost a port start or driving. But you know, it's a long race, 29 laps. It's crucial to sort of keep your head really. And obviously on this game, as you can see, Flying Finn trying to avoid the slipstream. The slipstream on this track is pretty, well, any track really on this game, it's quite powerful. Too powerful for my liking, but nevertheless it creates these awesome races. Again, getting a lot of understeer using that 5-4 wings. But I still found it to be pretty comfortable over a duration of a race. Again, latching onto people's slipstream, and when you're in clear air it is pretty good, but again, just having that dirty air effect, it's not ideal. Heading towards the last corner now. It looks like Strees completely misses breaking point, and once again for the second race in a row he's made a mistake on the first lap. And looks like we've got a bit of a gap towards third place now. And now we have got target lock on the Flying Finn. We're just within DRS and getting a nice slipstream, 210 miles an hour, so that low downforce setup's working pretty nicely. So this is a critical second lap now. We've got the DRS coming up now, and DRS is literally, it's so powerful. It gives you half a second a lap. It's presenting you half a second to play with, and it's very difficult for the car in front to sort of bridge gap. So let's see what we can do on this second lap. On lap 3, we're currently setting a new fast lap race at 32 now, and we're well within DRS range of Flying Finn. We're a nice gap to third place, crucially, with Ciaru and Limitless battling in 3rd and 4th. And I say battling does slow you down, but at this point, you know, this is the championship leader, this is the man who stole my pole position. I really wanted to sort of rattle him and see what we can make him go defensive and try and make some mistakes, because track position for me was quite crucial. I know DRS is powerful, but with the low downforce setup and the race pace I showed in practice, I was pretty confident. But Flying Finn looks like he's pushing very hard indeed on the curve. He's lost the back and completely, he's out of control. He just saves it, shredding his tyres in the process. And I almost had a heart attack there, not gonna lie. Slamming on the brakes, locking up my front and well, both front tyres in the process. But yeah, huge moment for the flying fin, and this is crucial because when you make a mistake in an AOR, especially a huge mistake, that's where you're the most vulnerable. It's very difficult to sort of compose yourself and get back in the groove. So I'm just trying to pressurise him as much as possible. The DRS is enabled, so we should be able to pass him this lap. But as you can see, the second split, we're 1.1 seconds down, and this is only going to swing the advantage towards Seyaru and Limitless. Now I was a little bit concerned because those two showed excellent pace in practice to the race pace, and I really did not want them anywhere near my rear end in terms of slipstream and DRS, so it's going to be a pretty long race. I really want to make this a 2-car race. So got the DRS coming up, Flying Fin does not defend, and I don't blame him, because as you can see, we're just torn past him on the straights, and we take the lead at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here we are on lap 5, got track position. Flying Fin is certainly keeping us honest. We're going to pit at the end of this lap and do 2 medium stints. Well, we're going to try and go in the pit lane if we're not going to slam into the barrier like that. And the Flying Fin says, thank you very much. And like I said, we'll have to make a mistake, but this is where we were most vulnerable. And we've got Seyaru and Limitless now on our tail. This is just brilliant, it really is. But yeah, that mistake, you know, running lower wings, it's a high speed corner, poor tyre wear, short shifting to 6th gear, and that's where the torque really kicks in, 9,000 RPM. I just couldn't control the car. I don't even want to watch it back, but yeah, not ideal. And we're going to pit at the end of this lap, and Limitless has decided he is going to undercut as well. Medium tyres last around 13-14 laps, but you really have to manage them and sort of not, you know, lock up, not lose the back end, not attack the curbs too much, as the risk of a puncture is very high. And this is a critical stage in the race. There's been many critical stages this race, I keep saying that, but Limitless is now on our tail, and like I said, his race pace was very, very strong. And if he gets an DRS, presenting him half a second a lap, and presenting Limitless half a second laps, not good. But yeah, so Seyaru carried on for another lap. So again, you've got many different strategies going. This is the beauty of having the 3 compound tyre strategies. And obviously, you know, people going for undercuts, people going long, people bringing different tyre compounds. It really does mix it up and make these races very exciting. But I was still confident in my strategy. Got track position, got clear air. Let's see what we can do on lap 6. So coming towards the end of the lap, Limitless is just out of DRS, and that is a Williams of the Flying Fin. I thought that was a ghost car, but he actually got a puncture on the end of lap 6, which is just... For me, I was getting punctures like lap 8 and 9 when I was testing, but he got it at the end of lap 6, so I'm not sure what... I know he had a huge moment on laps 3 where he destroyed the tyres nearly locking up, but apparently his tyre wear was within target, you know, he was on target, but very strange scenario for him, but you know, we're taking our both arms, so he was a huge contender for the victory. But now we're currently in P3, provisional first. As you can see on the mini-map, Limitless is in provisional second with Seyaru in third and Wycombe's in fourth. Seyaru and Wycombe's going a lap longer, I believe, so they're going to have fresher tyres. They could be a huge threat towards the end of the race. So here we are on lap 9. We appear to be pulling away slightly from TR Limits, a couple of attempts a lap, but crucially we've got a bit of traffic in front of us now. And we're going to go up the inside CR Rosberg and say we're coming through here. Tries to fight back on the exit again, good traction at Ferrari, but we managed to cement provisional second, I believe. So yeah, that was a crucial move. If we get held up in these high speed corners, there's no way we're going to overtake, regardless of how slow CR Rosberg goes. So yeah, now we've got 20 laps to go. We've got track position. Everything's in our favour now. It is in our own hands now. We really just have to deliver, really. Try to be consistent on these medium tyres, because we start making mistakes. And it's very easy to do, as you can see the curbs on the left hand side looking very perilous. The driver's coming in the pit lane now. So now we're in first place, clear air. Let's see what we can do. A 33.7, which is decent on the mediums, but it's critical we set those kind of lap times in a consistent manner. Flashing towards lap 15. As you can see on the minimap, we have been pulling away pretty quickly on Limitless. you saw the the setup and the way I was driving all weekend, I felt confident, and we appear to be executing it pretty well at the moment. Limitless, I believe, went backwards on his setup, and it's costing him dear, as you can see, he's got Ciaru hunting him down. As you can see, towards the end of our stint, tyre wear is really quite atrocious at the moment. And again, it's just critical to sort of stay off the curbs as I mount the curb, which is, yep, good. Giving good advice here, but yeah, stay off the curbs. Big lift there, the high speed corners are not good. 1.7 seconds down, but that's okay. I mean, we've got a good gap to play with. It is just a case of just keeping it on the circuit. 75 on the rear left, which is not ideal. With this game, it's not a case of 100% puncture. It's not that scripted. You can get punctures with 70% wear. That's what happened to Flying Finn. But again, it's just avoiding lockups. Keeping it, as you saw there, changing the fuel mixtures. I'd recommend going to lean and standard throughout a lot of the corners, throughout the race. Gives you better traction, and obviously saves the tyres and reduces, gets them in the optimal temperature range. So pitting the end of lap 16, our tyre wear is pretty poor, and we've got to go an extra lap on these set of tyres, so that was a little bit of a concern. Means we're going to have to drive pretty slowly and pretty carefully throughout the stint. Ciaru and JD carried on for an extra lap, so they're going to have fresher tyres, but we're going to have an undercut, so it's going to give us cement our provisional first place and give us a bit more gap to play with. Well, I say that, but we'll come out in traffic, so it's going to be a very stressful end to the race. Again, we've just got to keep doing what we're doing, driving consistently and avoiding those curbs and lockups. So we have 12 laps to go, fresh mediums, let's see what we can do. See on lap 18 in the last second now, we're right on Frankish's tail. He's on much older tyres, and we're just going to wait for DRS. Pointless really taking a huge amount of risk, trying to overtake him through the corners. It is literally pointless. It's going to cost us both time. There's not much reward, as you can see. He's pinning down bits now. Get a little slipstream and DRS. That should negate some of the advantage we lost. We lost 9 tenths of a second. As drivers come out the pit lane now, I believe that is Ciaru. I'm really sorry about the race position on the left hand side. It is it's not ideal, but it helps me drive, and anything that helps me drive I'm going to take it, and I'll do the best I can. And you can see the undercut has helped out pretty massively. If Ciaru was on soft tyres, he went long as mediums and he did medium softs. Obviously those soft compound tyres should deliver him better lap times, but it is crucial for him to sort of, oh my goodness me, lucky dog, brake check of the century. But that I remember that, and I believe that was lag. There's no way brake check me, but being from America, but that could have been a race-ending incident right there. Might have lift off, and it just shows you in these AOR races, you cannot get complacent, you cannot get cocky, because anything can happen. You have to be prepared for anything. And just managed to avoid his gearbox, as a contact one on this game. That could have been easy. Front wing gone, flying into the barrier, get race over. So currently P1, and Lucky Dog, looking at his behaviour, seems extremely interested in our first place. He's going to go up the inside as Ciaru's setting fast lap now. This is not what we need. And Lucky Dog goes up the inside, we go for an undercut. Almost made contact with high around the outside. Can we get that position back? Yes, we can. So a bit of a scare there of Lucky Dog. And it wasn't a brake check, just to make that clear. It was not a brake check. Bit of lag, and we just managed to avoid him. But Lucky Dog doing a brilliant job in that, has to be fair. Up into second place now. I know he has to make a pit stop, but it looks like he's on for a good points haul. So we've got good gap to Ciaru. It's critical we just stay off those curbs, try and bring this car home. Can we take our first win of the season 12 season? So we are on lap 29, the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and the pressure was still pretty high. As you can see, tyre wear, the front left is on fire right now. Got a warning there as well, and looks like Ciaru is not in within DRS. He has been catching us on those soft compound tyres, but he's got tyre degradation as well beyond those soft compound tyres. And a lot of stress in this front left. I was wincing through here because it's just 160 mile an hour curve on the left hand side there, 2.4 seconds down on our fast as well. So we are blitzing around this racetrack on this lap 29, but one corner to go. I was praying, please do not puncture. Can you just imagine the scenes? But we're going to crawl around it at 60 miles an hour, avoiding those curves, and it's going to be our first win of the AOR Season 12 season. An absolutely amazing result to me. I was so satisfied with the fireworks go off here. So yeah, probably in terms of satisfaction, probably one of my favourite wins ever since League Racing. Just amazing feeling, particularly Drivers' Championship as well. So this video's going to be cut short, my Elgato filled. I'm sorry, but hopefully enjoy this video. Thank you for the support the last two races, and I'll catch you guys for the Chinese Grand Prix. Cheers.